Hallo meine Lieben, willkommen zu einer neuen Folge Star Trek Online.
My apologies for the quality of the transmission. I'm contacting you on an encrypted frequency. I'm working on an important covert mission, and I could use your assistance. I can't go into the details over comms, but you should know, if we pull this off, it could change the course of the Herc conflict in our favor.
We need this, brother. We can't hold off the Herc forever.
Alliance forces are spread too thin to help, Quark.
We need the Klingons, brother. Otherwise, we're doomed.
If the legends are true, we must deal with this threat head on. For there is no honor in retreat.
Lek, Brunt, you're on.
Brunt, FCA. I'm on my way.
The hunt is on. Magnificent. Truly magnificent. It's looking this way between patrol points. I should be able to sneak up on it if I duck behind the walls. Ooh, they fight back. Good, good. Eliminated. I bet I could make that console explode remotely. Not the explosion I was looking for, but it'll do.
I found the package. The Iconian keeps it on display in what looks like a trophy room. And here I thought they were above such basic behavior. I've analyzed their patrol patterns, Lek. You'll need a clear path for Quark and Nog. I trust you'll keep the guards in that area occupied for a suitable period of time.
Testing my skills against Iconians? This is worth more than Latinum to me. Don't get your lobes bunched, Brunt. I'll clear the path for the others by any means necessary. More enemies to the left, and another console. What? Still no explosion? Ugh, ridiculous. If I make some noise, the big one will come to investigate. This isn't work. This is fun.
I gotta control
If I
it.
overload those conduits, I'm sure it'll make a big explosion. Doesn't anything blow up around here? Lick the Quark. The path is clear.
I'm detecting some nearby patrols.
I want to see if I can cause a distraction. Hold on.
Easy.
If I blow up that console, it'll cause a nice distraction. Nog, how do I overload these ridiculous Iconian consoles?
Easy. First you need to... Wait. How are you at trinary conversions?
Never mind. I have a workaround.
Brother, you'll crack the safe. Once Brunt finds it, that is.
Nice of you to give me the easy job, Rom.
By that point, Lek will have eliminated their guards.
We're talking about Iconians here, Rom.
I'll be with you, Uncle. You'll be fine.
Oh, I feel so much better now. Time for me to earn my share. Watch and learn.
Don't worry, Uncle. I've got your back.
You know, you were supposed to shoot me if I got pulled into another one of these.
I thought you meant rescue operations. I can shoot you later if you like.
No, it just wouldn't be the same. He left some guarding the trophy room.
It's okay, Uncle. We can handle them.
All right, Nog, let's find the package. It has to be in one of the display cases around the room.
Interesting. I read about these at the Academy. Something called NASA sent them out on crewed space probes centuries ago to initiate first contact with alien life. I believe this contains audio files, animal sounds, music, language samples. My Earth history instructor would love to get her hands on this. We should, acquire it if we have the time. Uncle, that looks like Captain Sisko's baseball. You don't think it's his, do you? I thought Jake took it with him.
Do you remember when Sisko made us play baseball against the Vulcans? Mom wouldn't stop talking about it for weeks. Put a bunch of money into that new Interstellar League, too. Still can't believe he bought a professional team. The Ferenginar Liquidators. They're terrible. Got beat by the Cation Claws by a score of 18-4, and they were cheating!
You know, I always told the top brass at the Corps of Engineers that making the party poppers look like weapons was a bad idea. Any officer who uses one of those instead of a real weapon is in for a bad day. I suspect that's how Taket got her hand on one of these balloons. Shame.
That's a bottle of prune juice. I'd recognize that color anywhere. Worf constantly demanded I have a bottle on hand at the bar. A warrior's drink, he called it. More like a torture drink. I tried some once. Let's just say that it was not a pleasant digestive experience. Seeing these reminds me of the Dominion War. A lot of those were sent back home to loved ones. Starfleet, the Klingons, the Romulans, they all have their different rituals. Even the enemy cared for their dead.
And they say you don't have a heart, Uncle.
It's too bad we don't have enough time to steal these and sell them back to the people who want them. 34th rule of acquisition, Nog. War is good for business.
I've seen these statues on New Romulus. They were made by the Day Ones, a servitor race of the Iconians. Not sure why Tiket would keep one of these on display. Maybe it's of a sentimental value to her, even if that's possible.
Sie ist nicht der sentimentale Typ.
Looks like a secure treasure box. I wonder what's inside. It could be practically anything. Leave it to an Iconian to lock up a box of valuables and hoard it away.
Well, not everyone is as good at opening locks as you, Uncle. Most people would need the appropriate key.
Ich bin nicht wie die meisten.
Amazing! That's a singularity! Tiket must have taken it from a Romulan warbird. You could say it was the heart of that ship. Must have been a memorable opponent for her to keep that on display like this.
Sie bewahrt ein schwarzes Loch auf.
Is that part of an Iconian? Why would Tiket keep a severed body part? That's insane.
Tiket lost her arm when she fought Kalis during the war. She's keeping it as a trophy or maybe a reminder of one of her few failures. I knew she was intense, but this is pretty ridiculous.
That's a lot of latinum. Impressive. I could buy a Starliner with that and have enough left to buy a condo on Ryza. Probably not beachfront, but it'd be nice. It's FCA graded, too. She must have gotten it from a Ferengi. Oh, tough break. Seems only fitting that we acquire it. Fine. Mind on the mission. Stop looking at me like that. Package located. The Sword of Kalis. Now, we need to retrieve it. I can use this to bring the package from its display globe. I need to use the right frequencies, though. Enter the wrong one, and every alarm around will go off. The frequencies change periodically. Once I start this, I need to get them all, or I'll have to start over.
I can just scan the machine for you. Should be easy enough to get the frequencies.
Ich erstatte Bericht.
You, of all people, should know that Federation tricorders record whatever they scan. Never leave a data trail. We'll do this the Ferengi way. It'll take someone with the lobes for the job. That's me.
Nicely done, Uncle! We did it! We actually did it! We shouldn't stick around, though. Let's head back to the shuttle before the Iconians figure out what we're up to.
Richtig.
Rule 7. Keep your ears open and your eyes on the mark.
That's far enough. Well done, Quark. You actually managed to pull it off. I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised. You've a talent for larceny, after all. Time, however, is a factor. Hand it over now, or I'll shoot you both and take it from your cold, dead fingers.
Das wagen Sie nicht.
Are you out of your mind? Have you forgotten who Nog and I are related to? No payout is worth what will happen to you if you do this. Wrong. We'll have every Eliminator, Bounty Hunter, and Pirate in the 4 quadrants gunning for you.
How did Lek put it? Oh, yes. The riskier the road, the greater the profit. Wise words indeed. The payout from this job will provide me with more than enough latinum to remove your idiot brother and take my rightful place as the Grand Nagus. I'm willing to give you a sporting chance, however. Hand over the package. You might be able to flee before that very angry Iconian arrives.
Das ist Wahnsinn.
Have it your way, Brunt. You're dumber than you look. If you think the crew of our ride won't be suspicious when you come back without us. They'll probably throw you in the brig on general principle. I know I would.
Ah, but I won't be traveling with them, Quark. I've made other travel arrangements. Time's up. Hand it over, or prepare to meet the blessed Exchequer. Ha! I'd pay a lot to witness that audit. Might even be worth dying for, just to hear you scream on your way to the vault of eternal destitution. Goodbye, Quark. At last, goodbye!
Nog! Now!
Wait.
A force field? It will not stop me, Ferengi.
Look a little closer. That's a chronoton field. You might make it through, but it's definitely gonna hurt. A lot. Or we can talk like sensible, intelligent people. Your call.
Very well. Speak. Your crimes are numerous. You breached my security, damaged my vessel, killed members of my crew, violated my sanctum, and stolen something very precious to me. Each is punishable by death. Tell me, why shouldn't I purge you like the odious vermin you are?
Ich.
That's where you're wrong. I don't have anything of yours on me. Run a scan if you don't believe me. If anything, I was trying to stop the lunatic that did steal from you. I may be odious vermin, but I'm not stupid. Look, we should be working together to stop our mutual enemy instead of wasting time with this argument.
There will be plenty of time to eliminate each and every one of you filthy creatures. That field of yours will drop eventually, and then you will die. Your cohort will be tracked and ultimately killed. I will have my vengeance on you all soon enough.
You're not entirely wrong, but I think you're going to have a much bigger problem to deal with in the very near future. Any moment now. Remember this? A little something we picked up on Karema. Keep it on your ship and beam it to our location when we give you the signal.
Verstanden.
What's that, Uncle? Call it an insurance policy. You might make it through, but it's definitely gonna hurt. A lot. Or we can talk like sensible, intelligent people. Your call.
Explain yourself. Speak while you still can, Ferengi.
Yes.
They're called Herc. Maybe you've heard of them. Real nasty dispositions. Eat everything they come across, and now they've come across your fleet. You Iconians are tough, but you're not invincible. Against the Fakiri and the Herc, those are some pretty long odds to get. Here's how this is gonna work. You're gonna let us go, and in return, I'll disable the device that's bringing every Herc in the quadrant here to chew on your ship. We'll go our way, you'll go yours. Otherwise, we'll wait and see what happens first. My field drops, or you and your ship become the main course at the Herc buffet.
I agree to your terms. Go, get out, leave my ship, and disable your wretched device. Know this, you've made an enemy today, Ferengi. I am patient. I will avenge myself. You will pay for your crimes.
Die klingt ja wie Ojo, nicht wahr?
Right. Then we have a deal. We'll be on our way then. I'll take care of your Herc problem once I've made it to a safe distance. I'd say it's been a pleasure, but we both know that'd be a lie. What are we waiting for? Run! Run!
We're almost there, but we lost the sword. We went through all of this, and for what?
Quark to Modron. Is the package secured?
Margarine here. You'll be happy to know the package is safe and sound. I beamed it to your ship a few minutes ago. I'm afraid Brunt is a little bruised, but these things happen. I'll keep him nice and sedated until we get back to the Alpha Quadrant. And Quark, be sure to let the Nagus know I held up my end of the bargain, won't you?
Selbstverständlich.
I'll be sure to let him know, Modron. Quark out. And look! The shuttle's right where we left it! Things are looking up for a change! Let's get out of here before Tket changes her mind. Thanks for sticking around. Now, if you don't mind, let's get back to DS9. There's a very cranky Iconian looking for an excuse to kill us all. I'd rather not give him one more, anyway. Thankfully, she'll be busy dealing with the Herc. Garrick's little toy works like a charm.
Einverstanden.
Got a problem. The cloaking device is acting up. If it goes down, every ship in the system will know we're here. I'll do what I can to keep it running, but we might need to fight our way out of here.
Oh, verstanden, Captain.
The cloak's offline!
Terrific. This is what I get for buying it from Galen.
Don't worry, I'll be running it again. I just need a couple minutes.
Where's Brent?
He found another way back to do this.
Ships are attacking each other as much as they're attacking us.
Just one more minute. Keep us safe.
Achtung, schneller verstärken.
The cloak back up!
Steuer? Setzen Sie einen Kurs, bringen Sie uns heraus.
Cloak's online again, and we're at a safe distance from the enemy. We can leave as soon as you're ready.
Ausgezeichnet.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I was ready to go the minute we warped into this system. And I'm doubly ready to go now. Not to tell you your business, but make it so, please.
Macht sie so. Gehen Sie auf Warp.
Quark and Nog told me you did a great job keeping them all safe. Thank you for bringing them back in one piece. The 6th rule of acquisition says, never allow family to stand in the way of opportunity. But what can I say? Family means a lot to me.
Was ist mit Brunt passiert?
Brunt is ambitious, but predictable. We expected him to betray us, and we capitalized on it. Brunt made life difficult for the Nausicans who worked for Madron. That was a painful decision. Ask Dr. Bashir about that if you're interested.
Und Madron?
Brunt made the mistake of dealing with someone more ambitious than he was. Madron came to me shortly after Brunt made him an offer, and I made Madron a counter-offer he couldn't refuse. I think I just came up with a new rule of acquisition. It's not smart to turn down a deal with the Grand Agus. I'm pretty sure Madron would agree with that.
Und was nun?
There's something I'm curious about. The Herc stole the Sword of Kalis from the Klingons a long time ago, but no one seems to know why. They didn't eat it, so there must be something about it they value. And we Ferengi are all about value. Perhaps the lab's sensors and equipment can tell us more. Maybe it's made of a rare, precious metal.
Es ist möglich. Finden wir es heraus. Dr. Bashir? Wie geht es Brunt?
What can I do for you? Well, he's got a deep contusion of the auricular lobe and a possible dislocated malleus. Normally, in a Ferengi, either condition could be fatal, but it seems that whoever did this to our friend here knew exactly how to keep the damage just this side of lethal. Luckily for the patient, he'll live. Unluckily, there's only so much modern medicine can do to numb this type of pain. Quark and Rom don't seem too concerned, though.
Aua.
And they'll both pay for their crimes. Ah!
Doctor?
If you say so, Brunt, but the Grand Nagus has other ideas, I'm afraid. And I hear that Ferengi prison is unpleasant.
Milde ausgedrückt.
None of the Ferengi were willing to tell me what led to Brunt looking like he went 10 rounds with the Gorn heavyweight champion. Care to enlighten me?
Das ist geheim, Doktor. Tut mir leid. So.
Based on the scans, that carapace was around for quite a long time before Kahless made a weapon out of it. The blade material is over 4,000 years old, where the story of Kahless is roughly only 1,600 years old.
Erstaunlich. Geh doch mal einen Molekularscan durch.
Now, this is interesting. These readings indicate that the sword of Kahless is made out of biological material with a germanium base. I'll need to run more tests to be certain, but I believe the weapon was fashioned out of a Herc carapace. This may explain their interest in it.
Faszinierend. Führen wir doch mal eine Gammaspektrographie durch.
I'm reading traces of multiple radiation types within the blade. Discounting the type that likely came from the Iconians, there are still clear traces of thermobaric and tetrionic radiation. I believe we could cross-reference Alliance and Dominion star charts and easily determine where these traces of radiation originated from.
Irgendwelche Schlussfolgerungen, Doktor?
We have a 4,000-year-old weapon made of a Herc carapace. My analysis of the radiation within the blade should allow us to narrow down its point of origin. I've had the computer working on that as we speak. Let's have a look. Cross-referencing all known Alliance and Dominion star charts, and voila! There's one system that contains all of the conditions we've isolated. Havas Kur, at the edge of Dominion space. It's possible we've just discovered the location of the Herc homeworld. We should forward this information to the appropriate parties at once. This could be the breakthrough we've been looking for.
Sounds impressive and valuable. Rule 21, Quark. Never place friendship above profit.
Quark?
Unbelievable! I knew Brunt was a snake, but Lek? Guess I should have known better. The bigger the smile, the sharper the knife. And Lek's got plenty of both.
Hat uns alle zum Narren gehalten.
He's a fool if he thinks he can steal from me. I'll have every eliminator, bounty hunter, and pirate in the 4 quadrants gunning for him. No one steals from the Grand Nagus and lives to profit from it.
Den Klingonen wird das nicht gefallen, wenn sie es herausfinden.
Considering how angry my father is, the Klingons will be the least of Lek's problems. I haven't seen him this mad since he caught me... Well, we don't need to get into that. Despite everything that's happened, we'll hold up our end of the bargain. I'll be in touch when everything is prepared. And remember, this operation never happened.
Ich werde auf mein Schiff zurückkehren.
Think they bought it?
Completely. As far as they're concerned, the sword has been stolen. You, might want to lay low for a while, though.
Opportunity plus instinct equals profit. Well done, brother.
The sword of Kahless, as promised.
Once again, the House of Quark delivers. Martok will be pleased.
So will I, Grilka. once the payment clears. Pleasure doing business with you.
Ich erkannte, dass dies eine ungewöhnliche Mission war, die nicht geplant verlief. Trotzdem sollten die entdeckten Daten über das Schwert von Teil sehr hilfreich für uns sein. Ja. Wir werden natürlich einige Details dieser Mission geheim halten. Eigentlich so. Was immer sie auch tun, erzählen Dämonen nichts davon. Sonst wird es morgen der ganze Gott reinfischen. Ja.
Okay. Das war mal eine gute Folge. Storytechnisch. Aber sie ist jetzt am Ende und ich bedanke mich bei euch fürs Zuschauen. Ich hoffe, euch hat die Folge gefallen. Lasst gerne ein Like oder ein Abo da, falls ihr noch nicht habt, und dann sehen wir uns beim nächsten Mal wieder. Ja. So, ich nehme das da. Tschüss.